Hello, if you are joining us now, you are watching a video because this video is at the very beginning of a live chat. And so this is a video of a live chat. This entire video is strictly a live chat. If that's something you enjoy, please come and enjoy it. If you want to become part of the live chats, you can go ahead and subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and before you know it, you'll be part of the live chats as well. Today I'll be answering questions if people have questions, and in general, just having a little chat with my wonderful, friendly group. So I encourage you to join if that's something you want to do. If this isn't something that you enjoy, please go watch one of my other videos where it says that we do routines and zones, and you can just watch that, and we talk about the things to do every day to give you peace in your life, control in your home, and to learn to love yourself. So join me now if this is something you want to do. If not, I'll see you on the other videos. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. It is time for a chat with Kat. I've got Candace here and Amy, Margaret Rose and Marty, Sophia Bassel and Rachel Pugh. Rachel, I'm going to be talking to you right after this, so we're going to be about 10 minutes late because I'm 10 minutes late on here. I hope you don't mind. Nancy H is here, Sandy Gordon, Isabel Pointer, Candace is here. Rachel, the Organized Imperfectionist, is here. Nicole Stamps, Ginger Rogers, Patricia White, Isabel Pointer, Jamie McDonald, my husband, Mr. B, Heather M. Hi, everyone. So happy to have you. Remember now, if you're going to ask me a question, I hope you've been saving up your questions. Put it in caps, and I'll do my very best to answer it, okay? All right. So, ouch. So what's up? What's happening? What's going on? So happy to have everyone on here. We have 9 thumbs up and 26 people. Some lurkers, some people who don't have any social media, who can't talk, I guess. I think that's how that works. Irene is here, popping in to say hello, working on a report, so she'll watch later. Bye, Irene. Thanks for coming in. Claudia Kemper is here. Ellie K is here. Kay Clark is here. Teresa Nelson is here. Good to have you guys. So good to have you. So, what are we talking about today, girls? You have something in mind? Isn't it a pretty day outside? The sun's shining, no rain, flowers are blooming, it's summertime. Have you got your summer wardrobe out? Are you wearing it? I'm wearing the very last of my early summer wardrobe, and in July I will take out my late summer wardrobe. I live in 6 months of summer area, and so this is the 3rd month. So it's March, April, no, it's May, June, and yeah, it's April, May, and June. That's the first part of summer for us. And then July, August, and September is the end of summer. Not to say that October is not hot, but anyway, that's what I do. I wear my clothes for 3 months. All right, who's on here? It's a beautiful spring day here in Northern California, high of 80. Isabel said, trying to think of what to make for dinner, or might take out a delivery, have takeout or delivery. I don't know. Well, it is date night. Hi, Gina. Good talking to you today. Happy Friday with Teresa. I think I've already said that. Here's a question. Yay. Do you have advice for organizing recipes? Ooh, Claudia, that's a great question. I do have advice for organizing recipes. If you are using these recipes and you're just having a hard time going through them, my recommendation is to put a 3-ring notebook together with page protectors and slide them in the page protectors. You can even get dividers, so you can divide these recipes: chicken, fish, meat, sides, entrees, casseroles, whatever. You can separate them that way. And that's a great way to have saved recipes in a good place that you can look at. Okay, I hope that helps you. Let's see. Jackie Longnecker is going through her paperwork and she's in summer clothes. Gani is here. Hi, Gani. What's your weather over there? Kelly said, ooh, it'll be fun to be that together, to have an early summer and a late summer wardrobe. You have to in Florida, you know. Printouts and Pinterest, Claudia said. That's what you've got? Claudia, that's your organization of your things. And see, that's exactly what I would think you did have, and that's where it would go, in the little individual slides. Hi, Isabel. We're cooking steak on the grill, baked potato and salad. Yay for date night with my sweetie. April says hello. Charity says hello. Happy Friday. Claudia says thank you. You're welcome, Claudia. The notebook with protectors works really well, Candace says. You know who has that? You know who does that is Kimmy, and she's in her apron. She does that with her saved recipes. Nicole Stamps, we're having poor man's meat meal tonight, since it's my son's night to cook. Wonderful. Nancy's got a question. Do you still do Weight Watcher YouTube talks? I do. I haven't done it in a bit. I need to go on, actually. I forget to do it because it's on another channel. I need to go over and do it. I really will. I'll do it this week. Yes, Claudia said. Gani said it's raining where she lives, which is where again, Gani? Netherlands? I'm trying to remember. Patricia said, this is how I have my recipes organized. It works really well. Kelly said, I made a pot roast and we ate dinner at a reasonable hour. Wonderful. Isabel, any ideas about organizing cleaners like Windex, bleach, bathroom cleaner? I always seem to forget where I put them, so I tend to buy more. Oh, yes. Isabel? Hello? Isabel? Are you there? Listen to me. The whole point of this program that we do is to make a home for things. So you want to make a home for your cleaners. If you have little ones, you don't want things like that under the sink because they can get into it. So you want to put it up high somewhere. When my kids were little, I didn't have any place except over the refrigerator in that cabinet up there. And that's where I kept them. It's very inconvenient to have to climb up there and get them, but that's what I did. You might put it on a shelf over the washing machine. Just pick a spot and that's where it goes. Keep it cleaned out. If you've been buying and buying, you're going to have several bottles of bleach. You're going to have several bottles of Windex or whatever you need to have in your house or like to have. I personally don't use very many things like that. I do have a bottle of bleach. That's about it. Everything else, and that's for extreme circumstances. Everything else is plant-based or something that wouldn't bother you. Like I have OxyClean, and I have Mrs. Meyer's cleansers, and I have something from Grove Collaborative, which is a spot remover. But it's okay if you choose to use the other. That's certainly fine. People have used that stuff for years, and they've been just fine. So whatever you want to do, just put it all together, and you might want to consolidate some and get rid of some, okay? But have it all there. It's going to be so nice to have it all organized and in one spot, okay? All right. That was last night when Kelly had her pot roast. Haven't felt very good, April said, so I've missed some lives. Stepping back into Weekly Plan and Zone today. Love your wording. Stepping back in. No making up. Nicole, I love making my own recipe booms. I think she meant books, and that's good. Connie Cricket, weather in Northern Ohio is sunny, about 74, beautiful. Just finished working so I can enjoy. That's wonderful. Books. Jackson Thompson, hi there. Gani, Netherlands, that's where I thought. Charity, we are getting takeout and having date night in. That sounds wonderful. Marty and Mr. B, I don't know if you're noticing that there might be a little vibe going on. Marty said, I have my recipes in an online Google site. That's a good spot. I do keep recipes myself in my email. I have a file for recipes that I keep. And Isabel said, what do you recommend in plant-based cleansers? I recommend Grove Collaborative. They have all kinds of different plant-based cleansers, and that's what I use. So go check out Grove Collaborative. There's a link below. Okay. Nicole Stamps, I have a cupboard in my laundry room that has all my cleaning, vinegar, baking soda with a little dish soap. All I use. I sometimes also use ammonia. See, some people use ammonia, some people will use bleach occasionally. It's fine. Just don't ever put those two things together and be careful with it. You're very welcome, Isabel. Claudia, I have started going through my printouts of recipes a lot, and I am treating it like a project. Good job. Thanks for the thumbs up, everyone, Mr. B says. When decluttering books for kids, is it okay to throw away old coloring, something that are torn up? Old coloring books that are torn up? Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the question. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you throw out old torn up coloring books? Is there an issue with that in your city? Is there some kind of recycle problem? I don't understand your question. I would totally throw that away. So, here we go. What else? Any other questions? Or let me understand your coloring book question. Or maybe you were asking me something else because it said rules. I think that meant books. I'm not sure. I love Mrs. Meyer's. They smell so good. Yes, Patricia White. And they're not 100% plant-based, but they are fairly safe. Charity, I love Lysol cleanser with peroxide for wiping down my bathrooms. Can't find it in stores right now, and I need more. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you checked it online? Checked it on Amazon or something like that? Could do that. All right. What else is happening? Can you believe it's been 10 minutes since I came live? That's crazy. What other questions do you have? Are you doing your zones? Did you do your zone today? The last day in zone 2. What resources do you use when you need to learn how to clean something? I just go on Google and check it out. YouTube, different things. Marty said, I always threw away my kids, something you faded away. I always threw away my kids' finished coloring books. Heading to Erin Condren's store in my area. Ooh, Patty, you lucky dog. Thanks, Patricia White from Isabel. Yep, I just go on Google and just put it in, a search bar, and just put in, how do I clean the grout in my tub or whatever. I checked online, but I will also check Amazon. Good idea. Yay, Charity. Hope you find it. Anything else? Or if you have a store, like we have a Publix here, Publix in the southeast, and you can go to the manager and or the customer service area, and they will order it for you if it's available. Mr. B has joined my Patreon channel on here, and there's the link if you want to be one of my special patrons. Ellie Kelly says, every day I work in my zone this week. Not every day, but I'm working in the right direction. Good job, girl. You know you're going to be held accountable pretty soon because you got me for a new mentor. Teresa Nelson, I always try Pinterest when I need to know how to clean anything. See, that might be something. Pinterest overwhelms me. It's too much information at once. Isabel, oh, thanks for reminding me of the zones. Deep cleaned one side of the kitchen counters, but forgot to finish the other side of the kitchen. Almost done with the zone. Woohoo. Yes, Isabel. I love Publix. Yes, Kelly. Publix will order for you. They are a little pricey, though, compared to Walmart on a lot of things. So a Walmart for price, Publix for service. there's the A's. 1A for you and 1A for you. All right. Other questions, please? Questions on your basic weekly plan? Today's basic weekly plan is car and purse day. Have you taken care of your car today? Have you? Are you watching the dailies? Are you? Because they tell you what zone we're in. They tell you what the basic weekly plan is. We go over the morning routine, the before bed routine, all the little routines that we have. Put it in time blocks for you. Tell you exactly what to do every day, so you can get your planner if you haven't done so, and plan along while I talk to you. The Imperfectionist watches after work. Put your name in again because I can't remember. I'm sorry. I forgot your name already. That's how sad I am. What a sad person. I watch the dailies. Yes, you do, April. You're almost always there in the beginning. Nicole said, I took care of my purse, changed out my purse so I could wash the one I was using. Good. Ginger, car and purse haven't moved since the last cleaning, LOL. Patty Taylor, my kitchen counters are uncluttered. Fabulous. Shauna's Life, I love the daily videos. Yes, Shauna. So glad to have you here, Shauna. Okay. Debbie Hackall, for cleaning directions, I like to use Clean My Space. She has a cleaning company in Canada, and she has a YouTube channel and also a website. Yay. I know there's lots of people who have things like that. Homemaking on the Homestead. I think that's what it's called, Homemaking on the Homestead. I followed her blog for years and years and years, and I learned how to make my homemade soap there, my homemade laundry soap. I learned how to make homemade cleansers to clean things in the house that are safe with vinegar and baking soda. And she just made a video just the other day on orange vinegar, which I thought was pretty interesting. So you might want to go watch her. She's one of our new subs here. I told her that I've watched her for years, and I guess she found my channel and subs, so I'm so happy to have her here. Charity, I love the daily videos, Kat, the way you put things and how you calmly go over what we need to do and how to do it is great. You help me so much. I feel like I can do this when I listen to you. Aw, that's a nice comment, Charity. Thank you. Candace, car day for me is starting the car and letting it run for a bit since we rarely go out. Good idea. April, you'll have to show us your next 3-month wardrobe sometimes. Yep, I do. It's coming up, so I need to get it out, and we're going to start wearing that soon. So I have worn 1 or 2 things just for kicks on extra hot days. Let me plug my phone in. Let me get my plug it in. It's about to go dead. That would be bad, wouldn't it? When we're in the middle of a video. Plug in. There we go. Claudia, what is really throwing me off these days is hubby working from home, and I have to coordinate with him when he does not have a meeting to turn on the vacuum. Let me ask you a question, Claudia. Well, first, let me finish reading your comment. Also, since his office is in our bedroom, I have to work on it on the weekends. I'm learning to work around it and make progress instead of being perfectionist. Okay, so here's what your typical week would look like, except on zone 4. You would get up in the morning and do your morning routine, which means you get up and make the bed and get dressed and leave the room. There's nothing else to do in your room. You're done. You can work in there all day. As far as running the vacuum goes, on Weekly Home Blessing Hour, you have a 10-minute window to vacuum the whole house. 5 rooms, your bedroom, the hall, another room, upstairs if you have an upstairs or a back room, the living room, and another room in the other part of the house, like an office or whatever, or the laundry room or the homeschooling room or whatever it is. But it's only 2 minutes in that bedroom and 2 minutes in the hall, and then you're away from him. So I betcha it won't take you long to figure out what 10 minutes he might be having a snack, and you can run your vacuum. So sometimes I think and I'm not picking on you at all, I'm just telling you that sometimes we overthink things and we think, oh, I vacuum all the time. Well, no, we don't vacuum all the time. We vacuum for 10 minutes, and then we do work in our room, in our bedroom, once a month for 4 times, and it's a total of an hour. 15 minutes a day, 4 times that week. And it's true, you may run your vacuum in different parts of the house as you deep clean. But again, even if you spent the whole 10 minutes in one room vacuuming, that's just that one room, and that would be a long time to vacuum, 10 minutes in one spot. You probably will vacuum for about 5 minutes because you've always kind of vacuumed it anyway with your little Weekly Home Blessing Hour. So you're really not going to be vacuuming as much as you think. If you have a dog, yeah, you might have to vacuum a little more, but that's generally not in the bedroom or the hall. It's generally in the living room or in the kitchen where the dog hangs out, okay? All right, let's see. Margaret, I had Starbucks today too. I see you have the green straw. Mr. B brought me a triple decaf espresso in a venti cup with two stevia and almond milk. That's only 2 stevia, Mr. B? Usually gets me 3, but it tastes just as good, so that's good. Thank you, honey. Yep, that's from Mr. B. Claudia, true, I vacuum the bedroom every day, though. Maybe it's all in my head. Why? Why are you doing that? There's no reason to do that. If BA means bedroom, there's no reason. That's overkill. Margaret Rose, no Starbucks close to me, so I make my own coffee with heavy cream, a pinch of salt, and cinnamon and stevia. If I feel sweets, if you want something sweet. Cinnamon and stevia, that sounds good. Mr. B puts a pinch of salt in his coffee as well. Jackie Longnecker, car day was getting a headlight bulb replaced today. I also keep my purse cleaned out nearly every day and switch it out about once a week. That's good. Thanks for the pointers. You're welcome. Bathroom. Okay, well, no need to vacuum the bathroom every day. That vacuum can rest. You could take a little broom and sweep it if you need to. Or you can, you know what I do? Honestly, bathrooms are so small. If you shed like I do, I shed this hair. Like I can put my fingers through my hair and I'll have hair. Yep, there's some hairs. I don't know if you can see them, a few little hairs. I take a wet tissue, just get it damp, and I kind of run it around the corners and throw the hair in the garbage. That's what I do. So you don't have to do all that stuff. Find shortcuts. It's not necessary to be crazy about cleaning your house. That's the kind of stuff that makes life unfun. You certainly have other things to do than vacuum, right? Try the tissue. Good girl. Okay, what else? What other questions do we have? You can provoke some interesting conversations. You can create some interesting conversations with your comments, and it's good to hear. I hope everyone's safe in their cities and everything's fine for you. Camber, my daughter had surgery a couple weeks ago and I finally got my car cleaned out today. I need to get back to normal. Yes, I hope she's okay. Isabel, question, when you plan in your book, do you personally write the detail list for zones, morning, afternoon, before bed routines? I just, being nosy how you do it, sometimes I write my tasks for day and details. I never put details, and I made a video on it in Patreon. I just put little notes like AMR means AM, morning, R, routine. L, laundry, P, paper, CC, clutter check. Those little shorthand things that I put throughout my planner. The first thing though is you block out all the time that you need to block out. So if you need to go to work for 4 hours in the morning, or you need to go take care of your father-in-law for 2 hours in the afternoon, on Thursdays and Fridays or whatever it is. You block those times out so you're not doing anything at home. And then I put in my routines when I'm doing everything after everything else is put in and see how it fits and try to get most of it done in the morning. That's what I do. So I don't put a lot of information in there. I also do keep my whole list of what to do written out back on an April page, but I know where to flip to it to see what are in the morning routines. That's what I read to you every day when I'm doing the lives. I read from that sheet. So in case I forget, I can look. Almost never forget because I've been doing it for millions of years. Okay, but sometimes you need to. Jamie McDonald, Miss Kat, when moving, I think it's we're moving, and we get to the new house. When we get to the new house, do we stay on the same zones or start fresh? The zones are the zones no matter where you live. It's zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5. So if you move in on the 3rd week of the month, you're going to be in zone 3, and that's where you start. It's just like step in where you step out. That's all it is. Just step in where you step out. Charity, feels so good dumping the contents of my purse backpack on the floor and sitting there cleaning it out. I don't know why. It just feels good to have a clean, organized purse. Yes, it does. Nicole Stamps, I need to do that on my floors with the rag I use from the Swish and Swipe. Good idea. Talking about getting the hairs up. Ginger Rogers, I have a great little hand vac for bathroom and kitchen quick touch, and that's also a good thing. Just a little hand vac, little plug in the wall chargy. Good idea. Isabel gave us a thumbs up. Rachel Pugh, where do you store things that are waiting to be returned to someone in another house? Like I have a few things that my cousins forgot here and a plate to return to a friend, etc. Well, did they just leave it? I'd like to know that. Has it been recently since the COVID pandemic or before the pandemic? That's going to affect my answer. So let me know. Are you talking and seeing them, or are you not? That's going to affect my answer. So I'm waiting for your follow-up question. Before, okay. Then I would stage them in the garage or in some little place out of the way so that when the COVID stuff is over and you feel comfortable, you can put it in the car when you're on errand day and run it over to their house if they live nearby. That's what I would do. But there's nothing to say that you can't call your cousin and say, hey, I'm coming over, I got your plate, and I'm gonna leave it on your front porch. You can do that too. I like to get things out of the house. April returns on errand day. There you go. Destiny, got a lot of sanitization this evening and need to go make it part of my routine. My husband's coworker just tested positive for COVID. Oh dear. Susie Quinn. Oh, Rachel, sorry, I'll get you, Suze. Rachel said, but always there's a few things left by family that lives hours away. Well, I guess they don't really like them that much. I'd use them. Is that terrible? I mean, if they keep leaving stuff, they must not like it. It must not be important. I won't say they don't like it. It must not be that important to them. I would call them and I would say, hey, you know that plate you left? I'm going to use it till you come back. I'm putting it in my rotation or whatever. That's what I would do. Or if you need your plate, I'll be happy to send it to you by UPS. I mean, there's only just 3 things you can do. Keep it, use it, or send it away. Okay. Sue said, put things to do after COVID in the boot of my car, shed on wheels. It's true, you can do that. You can put it in the trunk, or as she calls it, the boot. However, if you're buying groceries and you need the trunk for your groceries, then that might not be a good idea. So it depends on how many things you have, where you have to stage it, okay? But not bad. Sandy, should I make my teen boys swish and swipe in their bathroom every day? It's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, a teenage boy can certainly wipe the sink out, and they can certainly swish a toilet, but it's up to you. If you think that they will, and you like the way they do it, and you don't have to be a perfectionist, but sure, I would tell if my kids were home, they're girls, and it wouldn't matter if they're a girl or a boy, I would say, hey, here's something I want you to do every day in the bathroom. Look at this, watch. Shh. See this rag under the sink? Just after you squirt the sink, just wipe it out after you've done your teeth and everything, and then go over to the toilet and go and take this little thing and lift the lid up and go round and round in there and tap it off. And if the seat got wet from the spray, take the same cloth and wipe the seat. And if you're a boy and if you're getting the floor dirty, then you also need to spray the floor and wipe the floor every day. So yeah, I wouldn't have any problem at all asking my kids to do that. In fact, I would be directing them to do that, not asking them. Okay, let's see. Boy, I'm mean. Marty said, UPS, Rachel. Sophia gave us a purple heart. Destiny said, have you and Mr. B been out besides going to the store? We go for rides on Sunday now. My sisters come over and spell us for several hours for really a good part of the day. And we go for long rides. We do go through the drive-through of certain places to eat, not just any place. And we will use clean bathrooms, and that's it. Mr. B does go to the grocery store. He wears a mask, keeps 6 feet away, and he washes his hands. Shauna, I have my 11-year-old swish and swipe the bathroom she uses daily. That's right, Shauna. Good job. Marty said, my son and daughter-in-law spent the week here to work. Our internet is better, and I have them swish and swipe daily. On Monday, Amanda helps with Weekly Home Blessing. Awesome. Oh, they spend the week, but not the weekends. They spend the week with her. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes. I can answer more questions. Charity, loved seeing you with your mother the other day. I thought you said one time that she was a model. Maybe I'm mistaken. You and your mom and sisters are beautiful. Thank you. My mother did model in local fashion shows, just locally. But she did, yeah. She's 5'7", and she's very slender, and she was very beautiful when she was young, and could really model clothes. I was a model for a short time in high school. I was our high school representative for Montgomery Ward. So yeah, I modeled too. I don't know, Marty and Patty modeled. Marty was a dancer. She did ballet and tap and jazz and all that. And my sister Patty, she danced some, but she had beautiful legs. Patty had beautiful legs. She won Miss Legs in Valdosta State College, I think 4 years in a row. So she had beautiful legs. So there we go. I've never had beautiful legs. I have stocky legs, and Marty has the same legs I have. We have our dad's leg. Marty didn't model. She's too short. Yeah, she's only 5'2" on her tiptoes. I'm 5'7". My mother was, I believe my mother used to be 5'7". That's what she said. She's 5'6", and that's what she says now, that she was always 5'6", but I don't believe that. She told me she was 5'7". We were the same height. So anyway. All right, what else? What else? What else? I used to mannequin model. That was fun. Where you just stand still, you know. And we also modeled where the people came in and ate. We would come in and say, this kilt is 80% wool and 20% polyester. You can get it in, and you do your little thing and talk all about the clothes you were wearing. That was fun. Come on, girls. 3 minutes. Let's go. Questions. Destiny, were you very close to your mom growing up? Absolutely. And I thought she was the most beautiful mother in the world. And I used to tell her so. When I was a little girl, I was the oldest. And so my mother was a young mother. She had me at 22. And I was the oldest child. And most of my friends were not the oldest child, and their mothers didn't have them early. And so my mother was very youthful and beautiful and dark, and she always dressed up, and she looked so pretty, and I would get in the car and say, Mom, you're the prettiest mother of all the mothers in the world, and she loved that. And I can see why. As a mother, I didn't realize it as a child, I meant it, but as a mother, wouldn't you love to hear your child tell you that? So sweet. Okay, girls, I think that's about it. We've got about a minute left. If you have a question, now's the time. Told my friend about you. She watched your newbie vid, and we encourage each other. Oh, Kelly, that's great. Ginger, I have a beautiful mother. She's 93 and lives with us, very determined to stay upright. Excellent. Excellent. I'm so glad you do. I bet she is beautiful. Marty, Mama looked like Jackie Kennedy, and had the same style. That's true. I think she was prettier than Jacqueline Onassis. I do. Have a great Friday night, and don't forget about date night, and stay safe, Mr. B said. And that's going to wrap us up. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for our live video on what to do tomorrow, which is Saturday. And I'm looking forward to that. And again, always remember that you are beautiful. Bye-bye.